Last time on Fastrack.
So I am a little bit of a hybrid. So I'm South African, Indian, and Irish.
I really love fashion.
We were also in your shoes, pitching our ideas.
I don't think nervous is the feeling. I just don't know what to expect.
Join the convo and don't forget to click like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Welcome back to Fastrack, a fashion design competition where designers from Mzansi are pit up against each other to see how they square off when facing some serious design challenges. Now, I'm really glad that designers Ahmed took some really good care of you when you were down in Durban. But I saw that some of you guys had some good fun with this challenge. Shamara, you went to an antique cafe?
Yes, and I spotted the most amazing silk tie, and it really was the inspiration behind my sustainable collection.
Beautiful. Kina, you went to the beach, honey?
I went to the beach.
To get some
I'm a lady
inspo.
of suffering.
Yes?
I wanted to calm myself so that I can think of what I'm going to do.
Absolutely beautiful. Sharon, I heard you went to a thrift.
Yeah, I was thrift diving. I was just trying to find if there's some gems and some things that I could deconstruct. I found some nice things.
Absolutely beautiful. Sia, what did you think about this challenge?
I thought I went into it like a little bit too confident and it bit me in the ass.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very real. Okay. But I think the judges will be the judge of how you guys did. Speaking of which, it's time for us to introduce our lovely panel of judges. Firstly, welcome to the show and thank you so much for joining us. It feels amazing being, surrounded by greatness, right? So if you will, could you please introduce yourselves to our contestants as well as to the audience?
My name is Brad. I'm a designer. I've got a fashion brand, a high-end street fashion brand called Amen, which I designed with Avia. It's been going for about 10 years, so I've got quite a bit of experience in the fashion industry.
Hi everyone, I'm Marisa. I'm also a designer for the brand Morphe Clothing, and I'm a fashion lecturer at Fudisa.
Hi guys, my name is Abia. It sounds like, can I get a beer? Some of you right now are wishing to get some. But I'm really excited to be here. I've got a brand, as Brad D said, Amen by Brad and Abia. So yeah, we've all been in your shoes and it's not easy at all. So we hope that we will make it a bit easier by helping you guys make yourselves better.
Oh, well, that's beautiful. Now that the intros are out of the way, I think it's time that our judges, myself and our audience are introduced to your talents, designers. Let's see what you came up with our first challenge.
Hello, judges. For my sustainability look, I wanted to go for something elegant, something that screams black power, making something green, but making it very beautiful at the same time. I wanted it to be eco-friendly, but I make a statement at the cocktail dinner. I got some of my grandmother's fabric, and I reworked it into something modern and very relevant to the time, with some flower embellishments and a very slick knitted fabric, I think. That's my sustainability look.
Right, so this look was inspired by proteas that I saw in my home growing up. It was a lot of the natural colors and elements that you would naturally find in the dead flower. So it wasn't the vibrant one. And I thought I'd want to do this t-shirt because it's a versatile t-shirt dress. So you can, if I can just show you. So you can either make it shorter or longer depending on. This was a challenge for myself because I've always wanted to try something like that. But even when I was done, I was like, it still looks a bit bland, it needs something. So this is made from deconstructed jerseys, by the way, the top. A deconstructed jacket over here, and this is some fabric that I had that I didn't want to waste. After this was done though, I was like, it needs some color, so I came up with this. So, working on these garments, these two garments, I was sitting in the garden and I'm like, the moon was so beautiful that night, and I could see like all the flowers light up in its essence, and I thought, okay, why not play with the shapes of the moon and the petal shapes of the protea and add this flower. This was a off-cut trim fabric I had, not trim fabric but like a sample fabric. So I thought, okay, cool, I'll use that. And then on the inside you can also see like they're all pieced together piece by piece. So yeah, when I did this, I was like, okay, cool. This is my sustainable look. Looks very fresh, I think.
Hi guys, I'm Shimara Mudley. I'm actually an accountant and I've now moved from corporate to creative. For me, this is a second career. I've been an accountant for almost 20 years. Why is sustainability important to me? Well, I've always been a little bit of a DIY girl. I love art, I love craft. And my mother always said to me, Shimara, use what you have. And I think there's a famous saying, it says, start where you're at, use what you have, and do what you can. And essentially, that is sustainability. I found some beautiful ties. Now, having 4 people in my family that were ex-teachers, all retired now, we managed to find over 150 ties. So I thought these things, ties, to me, they speak of uniformity, they speak of conformity, they speak about almost like a noose around your neck. Do you know what I mean? It's locking you into something. And I thought, why not take that, a symbol of bondage, and make something beautiful, something free, something creative. But this one here is a special piece to me because it tells my story.
Hi judges. The inspiration behind my look is PJ fashion. I came up with this concept when we were deep in lockdown. So where people would be at home, work at home. So I decided to come with this soft sheer fabric, comfortable, and it's easy to access, where you can work home with it and you can just go out and do whatever you want to do and come back home with it. So the whole concept was to make a look that is comfortable, that you can work with at home, that you can go out and chill with friends and still come back home and do your work.
Thank you. Is that
Yeah, that's all.
That was a heck of a first round, and we've seen what our designers have to offer for this week's challenge, themed sustainability. Now, I think it's time that we give our judges the opportunity to deliberate over who's going to take home the win for this week's challenge. Designers, thank you so much. If you'll excuse us. And with that, judges, over to you.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm kind of really proud of the way the garment came out. It means something to me. It was made with my own hands and, shares my story, and there's an honesty in it. So no, I'm not nervous about that garment. I'm certainly just letting it into the universe. I hope it's received with as much love as I put into it.
Stepping into the judging panel, I don't know. I don't think nervous is the feeling. I just don't know what to expect. Because I know my design is really strong, but I don't know how the judges are going to interpret it. So I think it's going to determine how I'm going to interpret my designs going forward in the competition. After this judging session. So I guess nervous then. Nervous is the feeling.
I'm a bit nervous for judging today. There's some few finishes I really would have wanted to change, but it was a bit last minute, so I think I can pull it off. Let's hope for the best.
Seeing the judges going through my garments, I'm really not scared about it because I know I'm good at constructions. My lines are clean. The cleanness is my thing when it comes to my garments.
Welcome back, designers. I'm sure the nerves are killing you guys. We've come to the point where the judges have to announce who our winner for this week is. But before they do, I'd like to just say you all did an amazing job. All of your designs had so much thought and hard work put into them. And I think each of you should be proud of yourselves. All right, just a young round of applause for you guys. Congratulations, this is our first challenge. All right, judges, over to you, Abia.
Sure. So guys, as Noma said, you guys have all jumped through hurdles and well done on doing that. Obviously, our role here is to pick on the things that either are letting you down or things that you can just step it up on in order to be the greatness that you guys are capable of. So in no particular order, I'm just going to give you guys. So Shamira, I mean, that collection's superb, and the way you spoke about that collection and you gave us the backstory, that was amazing. And obviously your detailing, girl, I'm surprised you're still sane, because there was a lot of stitching that went into your work. So well done on that. Genewe, right? I mean, girl, I could see that you had gone to the ocean and you were coming back with that fresh design. I just wish for the sustainability component of the challenge that you had brought in some form of sustainability, maybe in the fabrication choice, in how you source the fabric, so that it just gives your design a little bit more impact. And then Sharon, hi. Sharon, don't be so nervous, I promise. I think you guys need to look at us like we were also in your shoes pitching our ideas. And the more you guys pitch with confidence, more not to us, but for the sake of your idea, it gives it more power. And then for us, we see the full vision. So I loved your idea, we loved it. It has very much a commercial appeal. I think, again, it's just a sustainability element. I know you said you sourced the jerseys, but I'm kind of wondering if more of the fabrics that you used were brand new, as opposed to, finding ways to really think about this planet that the fashion industry is known for polluting. And then Sia, I mean, your model was even going, ouch. And I thought, if the model's saying ouch, trust me, the customer is not gonna pay to go out, And so your cut and the silhouette was beautiful and it was elegant, really, and the fabrication. Your grandmama would have been like, Sia, that fabric I gave you, I think you should have used a hand needle to hand tack instead of putting pins in your garments. So it's just the finish, and really, I mean, when we started our brand, that was the thing that I almost said crucified us for, the finish. And so if you don't work on that aspect, I promise you, they're going to be coming for your edges like you will not believe you'll need a hairstylist. That job. Okay, so on that note, the winner for this challenge is Samara!
Wow. So I had not anticipated winning. It was just a little idea that translated into something that I love. I actually don't want to ever give that away. It belongs to me. How cool is that? Like, those are grandfather's ties. One of my grandfathers actually died, and some of his ties were in there. So what a story! And who would have thought?
Congratulations, Shamira. Just a few words about your collection. Do you think your message really landed? I mean, clearly it did, honey. You won.
Well, I had fun doing it. Like, it merged my two loves. I love craft and I love sustainability. And I got to do that. And it was just pure joy, fun. So thank you.
I am disappointed in myself that I didn't win this challenge.
I believe I should have won that challenge. I do think the narrative and my design was strong enough, but now I understand how the judges critique, and I think I'm gonna apply that to my next garment.
You only fall once, you learn, you get up. I'm done losing, it is on now. You guys are seeing a different side of you.
Congratulations, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our winner for this week's first challenge. We can't wait to see how the rest of the season unfolds. And with that, sadly, we've come to the end of our first episode. For myself, Unomalanga Shozi, thank you so much for joining us. But you can also be a part of this conversation by clicking like, subscribing, and also sharing our show so that you can put yourself in a position where you can be one of our designers next year. Who knows? Otherwise, you can also be a part of the show by letting us know who you think should be in a position to be crowned Young Designer of the Year and walk away with that amazing prize of 50,000 Rand. Until then, keep watching from us, good night.